Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look here, and for this look I've used the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. Now this is a palette that I've wanted to use on my channel for quite a while, but I just didn't know what look I wanted to do. I mean, this palette sort of broke the internet when it first came out, just because there weren't really any other sort of eyeshadow palettes out there like it. It was my first eyeshadow palette that I did buy from Jeffree Star, so it is very close to my heart. And I don't actually pick it up anymore, but I have used sort of a couple of the shades in here, as well as a Plouise paint and a pigment. So this is another video that doesn't require a cut crease. I feel like I do quite a lot of cut creases on my channel, so I wanted to do more looks that sort of cater to people who don't necessarily feel comfortable doing a cut crease or don't really like that sort of makeup style. So this is just quite grungy, smoky, sparkly, etc, etc. And I wanted to use a colour that I haven't really used on my channel much, red. So any products that I haven't mentioned that I am wearing on my face, I'll of course put in the description box below, as well as my social media handles, where you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, which is under the handle @ChloeGH with 2 E's, but again I'll pop that in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye! Hi guys, so to start off this quite sort of red eye look, I'm going to be taking the Plouise Crisp Finish paint, and this one's in Flamin' Firecracker, so it's quite a bright red. I've already primed my eyes with the Plouise Rumour Base 2, and I've only set it lightly with a bit of powder, just a teeny little bit, because I am just going to go over the top with the paint. So just taking sort of any little flat brush, I'm just going to paint this over my lid, not go too high, because I'm going to take a brush and sort of blend it out, because I find that these paints are quite thick. Then I'm just going to take this fluffy blender here from Made by Mitchell. I mean, I hope that I can get this red out of this brush, because it's a really nice lime green. As soon as I picked it up and started blending, I was like, oh no. So I hope that I can get it out. I mean, I've got the MAC brush cleanser, which does seem to get majority of any product out of my brushes. So I'm literally just taking this and gently blending it out, because when we do come to put some shadow on to sort of deepen this look, I don't want the shadow to skip or to sort of go funny when I'm trying to blend. Taking a slightly fluffier brush to blend out those edges. So yeah, I've had this look in my head for a little while, because I really wanted to use the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette, and then I saw this paint and I thought, oh well, that'll be a nice base to add those sort of colours on top to make it nice and sort of grungy. So I do really like the Plouise paints, because this has taken out so much work for me just by putting down this red base. So I'm going to be taking a couple of shades out of the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. So I'm sure everyone's seen this. I mean, this broke the internet when it first came out years ago. And I'm going to be taking this shade here called Prick. I'm just going to take it on a fluffy brush here to blend the edges. I do really like this shade. I mean, it clearly stands out in the palette. I do think that it is quite hard pressed, so I do have to rub into it a few times to get the colour payoff that I want. I mean, this was my all-time favourite palette for ages, because I mean, when this first came out, I don't think there were any other palettes that had these sort of types of shades in. and I know that it was his top palette for quite a few years after it launched. And I do really like it. I just, there are others that he's come out with and he's improved on his formula since then. The Blood Sugar's sort of taken a bit of a back seat for me. But I did want to do a look with it on my channel. So this look doesn't involve a cut crease. I do want to try and put more looks up on my channel where it isn't just sort of a full cut crease or a half cut crease or something like that. Just for sort of more variety for whoever's watching. So this is just sort of a grungy red sort of smoky eye with a nice pigment, a big lash, and then I'm torn about what sort of lip to do. Back in with Blood Sugar, and I'm going to take this dark purple shade here called Coma. Taking that on my little pencil brush and just stamping it on the outer corner. I'm going to take a slightly bigger pencil brush just to blend out this shade. Next, for my lid shade, I'm going to take the NYX glitter glue and I'm going to put down this Peaches pigment called Phoenix, which is a really nice sort of sparkly red all over. Then I'm dabbing it on with a fluffy brush, just because I don't want to be precise in where I'm putting it, as we haven't really cut the crease. Then I'm just going to wipe this bit and come back. Okay, for my waterline, I was contemplating doing quite a dark sort of smoky waterline, but I didn't want to take away from the red shade that I wanted to use. So I'm going to go back in with the Plouise paint and just pop that in my waterline. And I'm going in with this fluffy blender, so I've just sort of rubbed off the excess where I had the purple shade on before. I'm just using this to blend out the paint and join to this outer corner. I've got that shade Prick, just to set and sort of blend out. Take that dark purple coma shade on this little pencil and sort of keep quite close to the lash line to smoke out. Then I'm just going to do an inner corner sort of wing, so I'm going to take the 77 gel liner and I've just reactivated it with a bit of the Duraline. You can do a full-on wing with this look. I just didn't want to, I just wanted to keep it quite smoky and all about the pigment and the colour red. So I'm just sort of doing a little corner trick on the inner corner. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a lash on, do the rest of my base, and then I'll possibly come back to choose my lip colour. Okay, so base is done, so I'm going to be doing my lips now, and I've decided to go quite vampy and bold, so I'm going to be taking a couple of lip pencils. These are both by MAC Cosmetics, so I'm going to be taking Night Moth and Cherry. So I'm just going to start off with Cherry. So just overline the Cupid's bow because I can't help myself. And then under here. And then I'm going to use Night Moth just on the outer corners. And then I'm going to fill in with Cherry. So I used to do this years ago. This was my lip combo. Cherry and Night Moth, and then the lipstick I'm going to use in a sec. Blend the two together. Then I'm going to take a classic MAC lipstick, Ruby Woo. And just take that over the top. Just on the red part first, and then blend into Night Moth. And then just going back in with Night Moth and sort of feathering a bit more. What I used to do as well, to make it really nice and dark, was put a teeny bit of MAC Feline pencil just in the corner, so it sort of fed into Night Moth and then into the red, so it was nice and grungy. And then just blending that out with Cherry. And just sort of keep going back and forth until you're happy. I do love Ruby Woo. It is a classic. It's one of the first high-end red lipsticks I bought, as well as Lady Danger, which is more of a cherry red. But I will say that Ruby Woo can be quite drying. So now I'm literally just going to clean up the edges of my lips, pop some bottom mascara on, style my hair, and show you guys the finished look. Hi guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this video and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!